Hello and welcome to Connect Your Tech's Tip of the Week. I'm your host, Matthew McNamara. This week, we're going to take a look at 5 new features of Windows 10. Number 1, a new start menu. The biggest change right out of the gate is that Windows has brought back the start menu. Well, sort of. In Windows 8, when you clicked on the start button, it brought you to the tile page. Now if you click on the start button, you have this new look which has elements of the old Windows start menu and the newer Windows 8 tiles. This menu is actually very customizable. You can simply use your mouse to click and drag the window to be as big as you want or to match the level of tiles. You can move the tiles around to wherever you want. You can unpin the ones that you don't want to use or even uninstall them. On the left-hand side of this new menu, you have a list of the most used programs, so as you commonly open the same programs, they will appear here. You can launch File Explorer from here, or you can get into your settings. There is also power options listed here for rebooting and restarting, and if you click on All Apps, it will show you a list of everything that you have installed on your computer. Number 2, Cortana. You will now see a new search box down in the bottom taskbar next to your Start menu. It will say, "I'm Cortana, ask me anything." If you clicked on it, it would ask you to try to go through the setup. Cortana is Microsoft's personal assistant and it can be used for a variety of things. Just think of Apple's Siri or OK Google and it's the exact same thing but built right into your computer. In order to use it though, you have to have your computer connected with a Microsoft account. I do not, as my account is local, so I am not going to be able to use Cortana. But if you have an account connected, you can use it to read the news and updates based off the things that you search, and it continues to get smarter the more you use it with your computer. You can call out questions to ask it and it will actually respond and read it back to you. All you would need to do is say, "Hey Cortana." However, having this feature enabled does raise a lot of privacy concerns. So if you're not comfortable with having Cortana on, know there is a method to disable it. And if you only have a local account like me, you don't really have to worry about it too much. Number 3, Microsoft Edge. With Windows 10, you now have a brand new browser called Edge. Eventually, Internet Explorer will be removed entirely, so it's probably best to start using Edge now. That is, of course, unless you use a different browser like Chrome or Firefox. Now, in terms of Microsoft browsers, it is actually a huge improvement over IE. It has been said to be very fast and clean. One thing you're going to notice though is that your favorites from IE won't actually be in here. You have to click on the 3 dots at the top, click on Settings, and then click on View Favorite Settings. Turn the switch to On to show the favorites bar again. And then it gives you options to import your bookmarks from either IE, Firefox, or Chrome depending on what you have installed. Number 4, the way in which apps work. In Windows 8, if you were to launch an app like Windows Weather app, once it opened, it would actually go into full screen, taking over everything, and you would lose your taskbar and desktop. Now, it can be opened in full screen, but you still get to keep your taskbar at the bottom. And if you were to click on the Restore button, you can now resize the window with your mouse. So it's a much better design than Windows 8, and the apps start to feel like any other software running on Windows. Number 5, multiple desktop. You will also notice a new icon down in the bottom taskbar. This is called Task View. When you click on it, you can see all the things you currently have open. But if you look at the bottom, you have a plus symbol to create a new desktop. If you click on that, you can start fresh with a clean desktop and open what you want to work on. If you had your apps open in the foreground and then switched over to the new desktop, you'd have options to switch back and forth. So basically it's like having multiple monitors. Well, those are just a few of the new features that stand out in Windows 10. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and if so, please go ahead and subscribe to my channel and share it. As always, thanks for listening, and this has been your Tech Tip of the Week.